When it comes to the exterior of your SN95 Mustang, whether you're talking about your 94 through 98 or your 99 through 04, one part that always goes bad on these cars is going to be the plastic cowl. Now in 99 through 04, they tend to always crack on the corners. For 94 through 98, they always fade really badly, and these middle pieces always crack as well. So today we're going to show you how to replace the cowl on your 1994 through 1998 Mustang. This cowl is going to be a direct replacement for all 94 through 98 Mustangs. This particular cowl is the original Ford one. We still offer them on our website. There's a couple reasons I recommend the Ford one, and we're going to show you those right now. Now, the Ford cowl is going to be a couple bucks more than your normal reproduction, but the price difference isn't that great. And what that gets you, again, is an original Ford part, but it's going to have the seal on the front here. It'll have replacement clips already installed, which the reproduction will not. It has the rubber piece here to make it basically fit flat. And then this screen right here, with the reproduction cowl, this has to be transferred from your original. In the case of the Ford one, the new screen is already installed, saving you a step and also making for a much cleaner, easier installation. All right, begin the install. We're gonna remove both wipers. Simply lift up on the wiper arm, pull this little tab out here, and remove it from the car. All right, now under the hood to cowl seal comes off. Just simply pull up on the corner here. Now at this point, you'd remove the factory retaining. They're little plastic retainer screws. One in this cutout here, one right there, one right there. Previous owner of this car though, took the cowl off to paint it at one point and did not replace those, but we'll replace them with our new cowl. Now we're gonna close the hood and work on the top part of the cowl. You don't wanna close the hood all the way. You wanna leave the hood open just a little bit to make it easier to work on, so put something underneath it, keep it open about a foot or so. Anything in that neighborhood will make it easier. All right, now there's gonna be 6 clips basically underneath here across the cowl that we have to pop off to remove it. You can grab a plastic pry bar, but honestly, your hands usually will do the trick. Now, depending what your factory cowl looks like, at this point, it may actually turn to pieces. Then pull out the corners. Now lift up right here in the middle. The wipers, then follow the line over and disconnect the washer hose nozzle. And remove the cowl from the car. Okay, now we've got our old cowl and our new cowl here on the table. We have to take off the washer assembly. So we have to remove the hoses and the actual sprayers. Start by the hoses, just twist them off. To remove the actual sprayers, you push down here and push it through. I'll come out the top side. I grab the nozzles and our new cowl, just slide them into place and lock them down. I grab the hose, make the connections. There's actually little tabs right down here to lock this into. It's ready to go on the car. Even though you really can't see it, perfect time to sort of clean up the bottom of the windshield here. The excess gunk you might have down here. And depending where you live, if you got a lot of like dirt and leaves and whatever else in here, you might want to even vacuum it out. Okay, now we can put the cowl into place here. Don't forget to connect the washer nozzle. And get the ends underneath the pillars. Once it's lined up, push the clips back into place. Make sure it's flush against the windshield. Now we can install the screws that were missing before. And if you are missing these like we were, we do have these available on our page. Now, if you have the original ones here, these are plastic screws. If you have the original ones, I'll probably push into place, but if you have the new ones, you probably will have to screw them down like we are. And now we can reinstall the cowl seal. Again, good time to replace yours if it's in bad shape. Ours still looks good. Just make sure it's seated all the way across. The last step is obviously to reinstall our wipers. Now, if you didn't take note when you remove them, the passenger side is going to be the longer one. Driver's side goes on the shorter side. When you put the wiper on, you basically want the blade to align with the tint on the bottom of the windshield. You may have to put it on once or twice to get it right. Yeah, when your installation's finished. Oh, well, the paint on my 95 Cobra is still not the best. That nice fresh cowl really makes the car look a lot fresher and a lot newer. And again, the installation is pretty straightforward. I mean, more than likely you won't need any tools at all, but worst case, a small plastic pry bar and maybe a small Phillips head screwdriver, but give yourself maybe an hour tops, be back on the road in no time.